Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sophisticated Ignorance. I am Naima Simone.
I'm Steven.
I'm Vixen.
And the gang's all here. We're back. All
We
three
are
of
back.
us.
It feels like it's been a hot minute.
It's been so
Since
long.
all of us been at
Right.
the same time.
Like, how was... You know what? Let's not talk about Thanksgiving. It's already over.
Thanksgiving was cute, though.
Cute wife.
Mine was chill.
Yeah, you were being boring.
Ouch.
I saw Creed.
How was your bae, Michael B?
It wasn't really... I didn't really like the first one. So I didn't remember it. So when I saw the second one, I'm like, yo, this shit is really good. Let me go back and watch the first one. And I was like, oh, okay, it's really good. I actually like it.
I mean...
For some reason, the first one, I couldn't really connect with it. The
Because-
second one, the storyline was really good. I don't, like, it. I didn't remember it. I didn't remember anything
All right.
from
Well,
it
there you go.
until I went back and saw it. And I was like, oh, it's kind of cool.
I gotta catch it myself.
It's kind of
Yeah,
cool. I saw
same.
it twice.
I haven't watched it yet.
Word.
I saw it twice. But we have a special guest here today.
We do?
One
Yes.
of two.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. One of two.
Because the other
One,
one
two.
can't catch her flight on time.
Ouch.
She had
Ouch.
one job. Literally one job.
That's been me all day. You had one job, bitch.
I
One
mean...
job.
What,
How did
what,
she get
what-
held up?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who
what
knows?
flight does she have to catch? If it's Spirit, then we understand. I mean...
I don't think it's spirit.
I mean...
That's crazy.
I don't think it's spirit.
If it's Spirit, we
We're
get
not
it.
having no guests of the show that's flying spirit.
I think we can find some change on the floor and flip the flight.
Word. I'd rather interview an
Oh
inanimate
shit!
object
She
before.
might have to fly. She might have to
fly the plane
fly
herself.
That's why she's late. Oh baby. Anyway, but yes, please introduce yourself, madame.
This may not be your favorite shit talker, but soon to be favorite shit talker, London Affair,
let them
aka
know.
Daisha from the Wind Down Podcast. If you haven't listened, you should check us out.
And the co-host we was talking shit about.
Tori.
Ouch! No
That's
monikers.
That's
We gonna say her
exactly
dry
how.
as shit since she not here.
No
That's exactly
monikers.
how we all feel.
Damn.
So, I guess we'll just jump into how you guys started the show.
Oh wow. Okay, really, honestly, truly, how it went. Tori called me one day. We usually, like, after work, we have like random ass phone conversations and we talk about niggas, shit going on with our week, work, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, we should do a podcast. And
It's fine.
I was like, bet. That'd be better than doing a YouTube. Because, you know, YouTube, you got to get cameras and all.
OMG.
It's a lot that
yeah.
goes into that.
I mean,
so, you know, and podcasting is a big wave right now. Not that it's something that we just gonna hop on and hop back off, but it's something that we're very passionate about. And since we started doing it, it's become our thing.
Yeah,
so,
y'all doing numbers out here. I be
yeah.
harassing Tori about it. Because she
Big
be trying
numbers.
to make it feel like we big time out here. It's like, no, we on the same level.
Y'all
We
better
are
flex,
on the
flex.
same level. I still got a 9 to 5.
No, we all do. Shit.
We all have
Exactly.
jobs, Stephen.
Yeah. And nah, when you talk to regular people, they really think like, because you see like the Mandys of the world or like a Tabria or whoever, they feel like, oh, if you're a podcaster, like you cashing in, like,
They think we Joe Budden out here. Like, no.
Yeah,
No. My
you ain't
picture
got no
is
deal.
not in
No.
Times Square.
I am begging somebody to offer us a check so we can sell out. I'm ready to sell out.
Oh yeah, you look ready.
Are you gonna sell out in a coon way or sell out like in a good way?
And I'm going to be like, no, I don't want to do it. And he's going to be like, yo, chill. Like, let's just see where it goes.
Right.
Try
If
to
the
finesse
bag
the
is
shit out of
right,
Don't
if
knock
the
it
bag
before
is
you try
right,
it. Like,
Then that's what I did in the
Honestly, if
group
the
chat.
bag is right, I might, you know, a little dance for massa a little bit.
ain't nothing wrong with the shoulder lead.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a real bag. I need a real bag if that's the case. Like, I have
Gucci or
Oh no,
something.
it gotta be a big
stipulations.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, big, We need a bag. We ain't
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
no
yeah.
little
Yeah.
Whole Food shit. Like, talking
Oh,
about
I shop at Whole Foods now. I'm too good for Walmart bags.
Facts.
Yeah. It'll be serious. It'll be a legit
Y'all don't
bag.
even have Walmart here.
Don't we have
we
one?
have. There's a Walmart in Long Island. That's all.
What the fuck?
So it don't count.
So
Yeah,
what do
don't
we
count.
have here? Kmart?
Kmart.
Yeah.
That's
What
in
the
train-
They
that's in the
closed
train
all the
station.
Kmarts in the South.
That's in the train
There's just the
station,
one
right?
by
Like when I'm
Wait,
on the
what's the one on
6
34th?
Yeah, Kmart.
Kmart's on 34th Street? So what's the one when
There's another
we on
actually. There's
Soho?
another one in Soho. Yeah, Kmart.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
Kmart's
Y'all
right.
have Kmart.
Yes.
Like Kmart is like
Trash.
the bottom of the totem pole in the South.
Really?
Yeah, you go to Kmart if you want to get like some cheap kids clothes and shit. We have like
We got 99
Publix.
cent stores for that.
You've never been
We
to
got
the
Dollar
Nice
Tree.
then.
Dollar Tree lit. And you can order
Yeah.
online.
okay, Dollar Tree. That's our shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can order online. They send, it's
Yeah,
real
that's
good.
that's
Okay.
the shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what
You
we
call it
got.
a 99-cent store?
Well, we have 99
Yeah,
cent
99
stores.
cent
Then we have
stores.
Dollar Tree. Then we have Family Dollar.
Oh, Family Dollar's another level.
We all about the
Family
dollars.
Dollar's ratchet as fuck.
Is it?
No, it really
Have
is.
you ever
Yeah,
been in
it
a Family
really
Dollar
is.
that
It's
wasn't
never
ratchet?
fully.
Well, I don't-
It's never fully
I don't
stocked.
frequent
Fully
Family
stocked.
Dollars.
It's
Okay?
never fully stocked.
Because,
And it always looks a mess.
Yeah.
Always.
because
Yeah.
everything is mad cheap. That's why it's a
Yeah.
mess.
Fuck it.
So
But
yeah, let's
anyway.
get to this topic.
Yeah, let's
Who
get
came
down
up
to the
with
get
this?
down.
Tori did. That's the only thing she fucking.
Irony.
Oh,
She
God.
helped
I
me
don't
with
know
the
anything
episode,
about
too.
this. Full
Huh?
disclosure.
Well, no, she came up with the show topic, and then Bianca,
Yes.
our wonderful fucking executive producer, came out with the outline. Shout out to Bianca, because she be like doing the shit, even though I be
Facts.
stressing her out on purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I like when she gets mad. I'm like, finally, someone gets it. Finally.
Drag him.
Finally. I just be looking at my phone with the Grinch face, like.
It's fine, y'all all love me. So y'all stuck.
It's another person doing it
Y'all
instead of
stuck.
me. I can't say nothing
Drag
now.
Y'all stuck with it.
Like, I agree with Bianca.
That's
course.
why y'all stuck with me.
Y'all
Because
two
y'all
the-
can't imagine y'all lives without me.
Y'all two the tag team champions of the world.
Man, listen.
It's fine.
He
It's fine.
deserves it.
I'm just here for the lulls.
You tried
Anyway.
to break it up. You're the peacemaker.
I try, but it fails every time.
I don't like the peacemaker friend.
Why?
Y'all mad annoying.
Why are we mad annoying?
Because y'all be like, oh, guys, calm down.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
sometimes
I'm not
smoke is
that
necessary.
brazy. No, I'm not that brazy. I'll just be like.
I be like, nah, let them chop each other heads
No,
off.
we
Go
do
ahead,
Yeah.
It
fight.
just depends what mood we in. Because sometimes he'll amp it up. Like,
Right.
he'll.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
no,
that,
no,
you're
yeah.
that one. Okay.
Sometimes I'm
Yeah.
sweet, sometimes I'm sour.
Yeah,
Let's not get,
sour
let's not
Gotcha.
get confused.
Other times he's like, guys, it's too early. We all can do
Word.
better. I be like, fuck out
I don't want to be better
Ow.
today.
here.
Ouch.
This nigga started first.
Offensive.
And I gotta stop.
But we do have a topic.
And
Yeah,
this
we
is
do.
why the fucking show works so well. Because
Yeah.
we love each other and can't stand each other at the same time.
There we go.
And there we go. So this week's topic is zodiacs.
Oh my God, yes.
Whoa, oh, God.
Okay, first and foremost, wait. What is your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, I need to leave. So
Alright,
thanks
okay.
for coming.
Wow.
You know what's been so weird? I've been attracting a lot of Virgos this
Run.
year.
I,
Not
Run.
men, like
Oh,
females
okay.
around
All right,
me.
you're good then. The
Females
men
around
run.
me.
me and Virgos have had a very bad history.
And when I heard
I
about
attract
this
them.
topic, I asked all my friends.
No offense to you. I attract them. It's just the last girlfriend was. a
Okay,
Virgo,
so
and
everybody
well,
should say their sign.
So Virgo, V,
Sagittarius.
and we're both
See
Aquarians.
the face? See the automatic?
And we're both Aquarians, me and Naima.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with y'all.
Hey.
We real ones. We real ones.
Well, hey.
Yo, you're so trash. I cannot stand you. So I guess since we all mentioned all of our signs, what are like the stereotypes or just like the specific characteristics of your sign that you're aware of?
It's
Y-
hard
y'all-
to say
y'all-
when it's your sign, but it's easier to
Word.
say when it's someone else's sign.
Yeah.
No, I know I'm very self-aware. I think Aquarians are very self-aware. They bullshit. Like, I'm conscious of the stuff that I do sometimes. I'm just like, well,
Yeah.
we'll see how far this
Yeah.
goes.
These two are the Wonder Twins.
No, you
Dead
didn't.
ass.
Damn.
Form of spicy.
It really do. Because I'll be telling her shit and she will amp me up to treat somebody horribly and I would do the same exact thing
Oh,
for
Yeah.
her.
God, that's bad.
Is it?
I mean,
No.
Because we never really acted out.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, don't front the camera. Don't front.
They
You know
brought it
I'm a
upon
bad
themselves.
Pretty much. Well, I don't know.
See, there you go.
I'm in a whole different caliber of myself.
so I know for me, I'm self-aware. People think I'm either stuck up, I'm unemotional.
Same.
I always get from men like, I don't even know if you like me. I'm like, but I'm fucking here. Like, what are you talking about? If I
That's
didn't
not
like
how
you.
liking
I've never
works.
done that.
Okay,
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't say the same thing
be
about
here.
men. They might not like us, but they be fucking there. So.
I mean, all right.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're eccentric. I am not Steven so much. You're either introvert or what's
Extrovert.
introvert or extrovert.
Yeah.
What the fuck I'm talking about? It's been a long ass day. Yeah, either or. So I'm an extrovert.
Introvert.
Introverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think being an introvert is something that's an Aquarian trait.
It is.
Yeah. But you're not that extroverted, though.
I'm both. I'm both at times.
Yeah, you got a little
You
balance.
swing both ways.
Ha ha ha.
Hey. No, I mean, but I
This
mean,
is exactly why we're never all in the studio at the same time.
no, I mean, but being an introvert and extrovert, you have your moments. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you want to be around people, other times like fuck out of here. I want to be at
Yeah,
home.
and sometimes I want to be around like a certain group. Like I want to. have fun, but on some chill shit.
Yeah, you don't want to get too much.
But I like Virgos, especially Virgo women. I never experienced a Virgo man. My cousin's a Virgo, so he's dope.
That's your cousin.
Why you
That is
side
true.
like
Now,
that?
he got shitty
I'm
ways.
slightly
No,
salty,
he
so
definitely got
I'm
shitty ways.
I feel,
slightly biased, but
With me, a lot of people don't like that I say how I really feel.
Mhm.
I don't sugarcoat anything.
mhm.
I'm a bitch. I am.
Okay, that's
Really?
that's a jump of a gun.
No, I am. I really am.
Okay, cool.
I am.
You said it.
I will.
Why do you feel that way?
Why do I feel that way?
Mhm.
I know how I act. I'm very, like she said, I'm very self-aware. I know what I be doing.
All
I
right.
don't ever try to play like, oh no, that's not, unless I'm trying to manipulate somebody. I'm very manipulative.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will say that.
I mean,
So
as
you
you
just
said.
go co-sign on everything.
Flashback?
No, okay. Once
Yeah.
again, I'm very
Triggering.
biased here, so I'm trying to do my best job to be nice. But yeah, no.
No.
Whatever traits you say is probably true. But
What is her name?
But
What is her name?
It doesn't
I've
matter.
experienced different kinds of Virgos. Like I only know one female Virgo. She's just completely different than anything I've ever experienced. And I'd be
Was
like,
she an August or a September?
September.
August, September.
Yeah. Oh, you're September.
But
Yeah.
I have another friend I have two other friends who are September and they're fine. Like she's just
I don't
Like,
know.
Trash.
But you know, like, when
Wallet?
it comes down to Zodiac stuff, like, I stay on the base level. Like, not
Okay.
to interrupt y'all show, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I stay on, like, the base level of things. I don't be going into all that moon sign and birth
I
chart.
just started doing that. I just started doing that.
Don't get me wrong. I pulled my birth chart and I read it. I went through hell trying to do it because I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck time was I born at? I'm trying to look this shit up. I'm getting my birth certificate and shit like.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I did
12
the
in the
same thing.
afternoon.
I was like, Ma, you got my birth certificate? Let me know what it says.
Do you know how crazy I felt asking my mom about this? I'm like, Mom, what time was I born? She's like, shit, I don't know. That was so long ago. But yeah, I looked it up and I was reading it. I was just like, don't get me wrong. Some of the stuff was like common people traits and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into.
But some of it was actually like
accurate.
on the nail, and I was kind of like sitting there like, okay, hold on, bitch. I didn't ask
Right.
you to read me like
Right.
this.
The stars are reading you.
Right.
Who wrote this? Now I gotta find the author, and now we gotta square up.
Word.
Like, you know how your cookies be knowing what you go to?
Yeah.
Like, search on the web and then you go somewhere else and then you start seeing that shit in your
Everywhere.
advertisement and you be like, hold on now.
Like,
Who's
these
watching me?
motherfuckers.
Word.
I know I'm a Libra rising in Virgo moon.
Sure.
I don't know what it means yet.
I
But that's
just
what it
I'm
is.
just a Sagittarius. Like
That's
I don't
what it is.
I don't
Yeah,
invest
I don't
in
follow
the
the shit
right.
at all.
I don't look into my harvest
Well,
moon.
you're men, so.
Yeah.
Whoa, what does that
y'all
mean?
tend to not give
Men,
a
yeah,
fuck.
men.
Most men
give
don't
a-
care. They just know the one sign. They just know who they are. They're very
Yeah.
self-aware.
Hell,
of
most
that.
Half
men
the time
barely
they
know
don't.
what sign they are. They really don't care that much.
He's like, oh, my birthday in April. You're like, all right.
My sign.
What day?
I'm always
You're
gonna
like,
go.
what's your sign? They be like, I don't know.
Gang,
My birthday
gang.
is.
Right, my sign
Like,
is
you a
gang.
grown ass man. You can at least know your
Word.
grown zodiac sign.
My birthday in the summer.
Word. My sign is summer.
That's not the summer.
They be like, oh, what sign am I? Am I Capricorn? And be like, no, you're not. Okay.
Like, nah,
Right.
sis. That ain't it.
Yeah.
There's nothing funnier when women call men sis. I find so much joy in that shit.
That
I
is
bet,
highly
like,
hilarious.
dudes get, like, so offended when I bring up zodiac stuff. And they be quick to be like, I don't believe in all of that. I just think, like, it's not even real and woo woo woo. And I be like, bruh.
Yeah,
Bruh.
go.
Some of
You a
that shit.
lying ass Libra. I
First
promise
off,
you.
the niggas that say that shit, they be just like the
Like
goddamn sign. I be
Fucking
like, you
Libras
know
and
what?
Scorpios.
But you know what's crazy? You call them out on this shit and they don't even know what it means. It's like, yo,
They
I'm not
know.
even like, what you mean I'm a Libra? Nigga, that's when you were born.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
Like,
All I'm saying.
I be like, you're such a Libra. And they be like, bruh, that shit ain't even real, bruh. Like who's to say that shit, that applies to anybody? Like,
It
Sure
definitely
it does,
applies to you,
It
sis.
does.
it applies to you.
It applies,
It applies to you, the
to all
Libra.
of humanity.
Sir, ma'am. That's to you.
sir, man.
Sir, ma'am.
Oh man, yeah, that's
Nah,
crazy.
it's Christmas season. You gotta be like Holiday Heart.
Oh, I like it.
What? What's that?
Stop calling niggas
You never
Wanda.
see Holiday Heart?
The fuck is Holiday Heart?
Oh, baby.
Oh my
This
god.
sounds like a Hallmark movie. Like,
It's a good. I'm gonna show you.
Go watch it. Go watch
it's
it.
on Netflix.
No,
Nah.
Where's that?
You probably could go.
you gotta look
Just Google
online.
We'll
it.
talk about it
Internet.
off here.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. All right,
I'm
go
gonna show
on.
you a clip.
Resume.
These
See
whole
me after the
Wandas out
podcast.
here.
Word. I just know I'm a Sag. I'm cool with everybody. I'm too nice sometimes.
Sagittarius are low-key fuckboys. They're nice fuckboys.
Wow.
I've never dated
Right.
one.
Well, I wasn't gonna go there, but
But you guys are very sweet
we are
and
very
giving.
loving to lots of people.
You are.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
You guys are very loving and very sweet and very generous.
We are very generous.
Yeah, definitely. But they're the best, like, a nice fuckboy. Like, the fuckboy who's going to treat you
Lawrence.
real
A
good.
nice fuckboy?
Right,
Yeah,
Lawrence.
Lawrence, there we go.
Lawrence is going to treat you
Oh.
real nice. Whatever,
But then
whatever you
occasionally they
want.
do some fuck shit. You
Yeah.
be like, nigga.
Really. But then they'll make you feel good after because they're going to buy you something. It's like, okay.
Hey.
Y'all seen?
Balance.
Did y'all see that tweet? And it was very confusing when I read it. And it was like, when he's a, I don't know. They said when he's a good dude, but he's a fucked up nigga. And I was like, what the fuck does this even mean? I feel like that's what a nice fuckboy is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's a good dude. Everything looks good on paper, but he just has some shitty ass tendencies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Makes sense.
We are not perfect.
You're
That
not.
is the case.
That's what fuckboys say.
Ouch.
Got
All
it.
right. Well, I
Set him
am.
up.
I am.
Knock him down.
No comment.
Because he said, well, I guess I'm leaving.
No comment.
Look, as long as the video's still rolling.
Hey. Well, I'm a nice person. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, how do you feel about your sign personally?
I love being an Aquarian. I feel like we're very eclectic, and every last one of us is different than the other. So you can't really lump us all as the same. I feel like January Aquarians are different than February. And what my friend, she's like very out there, centric, all over the place, and I'd be like, bitch, chill. So we're different. It just depends on what you get, I think. But I love being Aquarius.
I'd have to agree. I don't think I've ever had a bad relationship, whether friendship or romantic relationship with an Aquarian. We just always get on the same level.
Do you
When
enjoy
are
dating
the-
your
when
own
are-
sign?
I don't really pay attention to signs when I'm dating women,
Okay.
but
I feel like
we
that.
There you
usually,
go.
since we're,
I should try that sometime.
yeah, I never pay attention to that shit. Cause like we just said, like with the Zodiac thing, there's so many stuff that you could categorize for like one sign, but that could be for multiple people, regardless of sign. So I never pay attention to that shit.
Son, they should definitely have a dating app that matches you with your like opposing.
We're gonna have to edit that out and make that app so we can
I mean,
cash out.
duh. Obviously, I don't see why they didn't do it already.
Fools, all of them.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
That'll still probably be
Like
fucked
a
up though.
Tinder for Zodiac.
Word.
Yep.
That should be mad mixing. I ain't got
Mad
That
mix.
would
They'll
be
probably
perfect.
try to match me with Cancer men.
I'm
I'll
a
be
mad
like,
Libra.
Do you
so I'ma
attract
be
Cancer
tight.
men?
I do. I attract Cancer men, Pisces, and fuck, what's the other sign? Virgo men.
Yeah, you always attract your own sign. I really attract Aquarius.
Well, I'm currently dating
Really?
my own sign, so that's.
I like
Interesting.
attract water signs.
Oh, now you get into elements. I'm out.
That's like I told you. I stay on the
Fucking
base
Captain
level.
Planet
I know my
Fucking
sign
last
and
Avatar.
which
Like, I don't know
category
what
I'm
you're
in.
talking
I am an Earth sign, and that's what I know.
I think I'm a fire sign.
Air. I'm air.
The
Which
fire.
makes
I'm
sense.
from the fire
I'm a
tribe.
little airy at times.
I thought y'all water.
Wait,
I'm a water bearer. But we
Okay.
are
you would know better than I would.
Back to
I
confusion.
just- yeah, you would.
Wait, what
definitely
are
know
what are
better.
the Aquarius dates?
January
Late
22nd
January to
to
mid-
February 18th.
Okay,
Yeah.
my brother and sister are both Aquarians.
I think that's it. It starts
As
January
well.
22nd, I
Sure,
Yeah.
I believe you.
believe. Right. So it's very, very believable when you said it like that.
So, do we feel like the stereotypes of our signs actually match our personality?
Pretty much.
Sometimes.
I'm textbook.
Spot on.
Not always.
I'm textbook.
Not
Textbook
always.
Sag.
Yeah, I think all the basic stuff applies to me.
I feel like what people don't understand about zodiac signs is like it's not exactly who you are, but it's an
Right.
idea.
Yeah.
I feel like you still have your own personal traits in there as well. I mean,
Yeah.
like people, I've met some Virgo women that weren't as blunt as me. They're very like they're not
Close-minded.
outspoken and they're very held back. So I'm just like that shit don't always be right.
Mm-hmm.
I would say myself, I'm a textbook definition, yeah, but others,
No. That's
Yeah, no, it's true. Like your personality definitely plays a role, but like
Mhm.
for the most part, like if you look up the shit in the dictionary, you usually will see like the certain traits that kind of match up.
Yeah, I match a lot of Aquarian ones.
So you
Like being like uninhibited, a little airy, like I'm always someplace else in my head.
you someplace else right now?
Usually, I will be in like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I've definitely caught Naima like
Yeah.
spacing out.
Yeah, and y'all be talking like I can hear you guys talking, but I'm doing something else completely different on my phone, and I could just answer.
Like
you,
remember
I'm
that
not
time we
concentrating.
was shooting that extra ignorant segment, and you was making that metaphor about like food or something,
Mm-hmm.
and she started playing it out. I saw it working in her mind, playing out the food, and you was on a completely different sentence at that time, and I got so upset because I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Y'all can watch that shit on YouTube. It's hilarious as fuck.
He was like, he's trying to figure out what happened next in the pizza, right? I was like, yeah, because he didn't even put the bread in the oven.
See? See?
Then she got hungry.
Oh, that was funny. I think we got something to eat after that because I was kind of hungry.
I don't remember.
Told
Oh, you
you.
probably did.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely did.
What's next, Steven?
But enough about that.
What
else?
is next? How do we feel about zodiacs when it comes to society? Like, is it more 50-50 in terms of like people don't really care about it, and you got a large population that does, or is it more?
Sorry, Siri.
Who that? Harry Potter?
Definitely Siri, my phone.
Why does Siri
Because I sat on my phone. I changed it.
Your Siri has an accent.
I changed the
Your
accent.
Siri sounds like Harry Potter. Are you kidding me?
I was gonna make it actually sound like Jarvis from
Like
Iron Man, but okay.
What? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just space it out.
As
to
we
other
were.
shit.
So, what is your answer to this question? We get mad.
Okay.
She don't know what's going on.
But no, I feel like outside of like Twitter, don't nobody be giving a fuck about that shit for real. Like in the real like dating world, like when you go on dates with somebody, you ask like, oh, what's your sign, and they tell you, and then you don't really be sitting there having no prolonged conversation about their sign. Like, and you don't be like, you don't be in the workplace, and you don't be like, oh, they're a Gemini, that's why they act like that. Don't mind them.
Yeah.
No one does that shit.
Yeah, I really don't care. I feel like if you're a liar, you're a liar.
That's just that.
And a lot of liars just happen to be Libras. That's just
All
Yeah,
right,
Libras do be
you're
lying.
biased.
They do
lying
be
asshole
lying.
for no reason.
I don't
Wow.
know. I don't know any Libras like that. I can't relate.
Damn,
Yeah,
Tori.
I've never asked a woman.
No.
Yeah, I've never asked. I've never asked a woman
No,
what's
she did
rude.
tell you it started at 6:15. See?
Oh
No,
yeah,
but she
she
knows
did
me,
two
though.
things. She did two
knows
things.
me. She know I
Clap
be
for that.
late, so that's why she did that. Good looking out, Tori.
All right. Well, that's a
Yeah,
good
I think society may care a little bit too much when it comes to it, because you'll have people like you said, they'll ask on a date. So if somebody brings up a sign that they don't fuck with, then it's automatically like,
Then it's,
oh,
boy.
they have all this negative thoughts
Oh,
about
Geminis?
this person. Yeah, that. See?
For example.
I dated a Gemini. It was not that bad of a
Mm.
All right.
No, it was a good experience. Don't get me wrong. Me and him, we're still cool. I mean, he had
You know
his
what that
tendencies.
means.
No, not
Like,
that cool.
It's not an on-site
No, I'm saying y'all
situation,
cool,
it's
but y'all don't like talk.
No,
like
we
that.
talk. We're still like good friends.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. But I mean, at the time
Busy
when
block.
things ended, it was kind of like shaky. I mean, we've since then moved past it, but
Right.
he was not no textbook Gemini. Like, no,
Uh,
he wasn't no. I got multiple personalities and all that
Word.
bullshit.
Yeah, I've never experienced that with a Gemini.
Oh,
Shout outs
girl,
to,
I think
yeah.
Manny is a
Shouts to
Gemini.
shouts to
Well,
Antoine. Yeah, he's a Gemini,
I think-
pure Gemini. Like
He's
he is not in day.
cute.
Okay.
Antoine is one of our
I don't know why I
photography
started
friends.
saying that.
Friend of the show, but he's definitely a
Yeah,
Gemini.
my younger brother is a Gemini. He is very night and day. He's a very strong introvert. Like he literally like that theory of like when you're an introvert, like you're around people and after a while you gotta go power up and be by yourself.
Oh no,
Oh
really?
yeah, I'm not on that level.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
wow.
is very much so. Like he does his own thing. He likes to be around who he likes to be around,
And that's
nobody
it.
else. And he very much enjoys his own company. I fuck with that. I like that. I'm
You a
an
real
introvert
one?
and an extrovert. They say ambivert. And
Oh yeah, it's like
I
mix.
I do enjoy being around people and I like being the life of the party and, you know, socializing and all that. But after a while people get annoying. And
Facts.
I have to
People are
go
trash.
retreat to myself and, you know, recoup.
Yeah, you need a
and
moment.
just
Yeah.
I really, and a lot of people do not understand that. A lot of, I will say, since the topic, a lot of other signs don't understand that
People be too much.
because a lot of other signs are very strong extroverts. So they be like, when you ready to be an introvert, they be like, oh, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like that? I just want to be by myself.
It probably depends on the face you're making too.
Oh damn.
I make a lot of faces, especially at work.
I make a
Same.
shit. I can't control my facial expressions sometimes.
Same.
I don't even care no more. Say something.
Fuck it.
Word.
You know
I
that
wish
face
you
that they
would.
always say black women make? We be like,
All the time.
And
so
Without saying and.
word. Oh, mad expressive without saying shit.
They nicknamed me Bishop at work. You know,
What?
Bishop. What was that?
I thought you definitely
Juice?
said bitch
From
up.
Juice?
I dead ass thought you said bitch up. I was about to say
That's
gay
probably what they
rude.
call me behind my back.
I wish I knew how to put people's faces on videos. I definitely put your face on that scene when he's in the elevator.
That's exactly. They be like Bishop, stop, because then somebody pissing me off and I just get that look. They be like, oh my gosh, what's happening?
I just stare at people. I just be like,
Makes you angry. What do you do? Like, I just look at them. She was like, okay, you can't do that.
why not?
I was like, well, when
It's
I said,
harmless.
you don't want me to say what I'm thinking. She was like, okay. Like, she would
Gotta
even
come
The
from-
lesser of two
You
evils.
got- you gotta
just be like-
compromise.
they just be like, just let her even do whatever she wants. It's alright. It's okay.
She's good. She's good.
She's fine. Maggie was fine.
Yeah.
She's fine.
So, how do we feel about horoscopes?
Your shit.
Yo, I used to read them. Like,
I
remember?
don't read them shit.
I don't know, like
In
back
middle
in the
school.
day, like back in the day when you used to get like the Sunday paper and shit.
Yeah.
Like I used to
Oh
go
my
straight to the fucking
Oh,
horoscopes
yeah.
and read them shits. And it used to be like two sentences, like this week you're gonna run into some. It's mad ambient, but
yeah,
it's like
I'm fucking 12.
this
What are
week
you
you're gonna
talking
run
about?
into
I'ma
some
get
luck.
money in the
It's just
stock.
like what the fucking luck do you mean? like good,
I used to
You
bad.
find
Yeah,
a
like-
you find a quarter on the
Word.
floor. It's like,
You
oh
know, like those
shit,
little,
they
like,
know me.
Teen Junior magazines. I used to
Yeah.
have like Teen Vogue and all that shit sent to my house. I was very spoiled as a child because you know other parents would have been like, "We're not getting that shit."
Fact.
But anyway, I used to go and read my horoscope faithfully every month, and I used to read it and be like, "What the fuck does this even mean?"
Talking about you're gonna be good with your investments this week. I am 12. What investment?
right.
Bitch, I barely get allowance.
Investment.
Then when I do get it, I spend it.
Right.
right.
Instead of getting 5 goldfish, I'm gonna get 4.
Right. Like, what the fuck does
That
even
saves me
mean?
an extra nickel.
Instead of buying all that candy at the corner store, you're gonna go to the movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what does that even mean? Yeah, I never used to pay attention.
I
to
really
it. It never
think
made sense to
they
me.
just have a
Never.
system and they just jumble up a bunch of words and then they just slap it on your
slap it
sign.
in there.
Probably.
Like, here you go. Like, you're gonna meet the person you're supposed to be with. First
Like
of all,
fortune
I'm
cookies.
8.
There's mad homeless people on the train.
He's the one.
So you asking
God.
yourself, God, is this the sign?
Is this who you want me to be with?
Because he sat next to me.
You want me being a bum just like him?
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
You a water sign, sis. Like, oh.
So this is what I want to get into. How closely do you follow your zodiac when it comes to compatibility? I mean, I look at it sometimes. Like when I meet someone, like I know who I'm allegedly supposed to like, who I work well with based on my sign. But other than that, like I really don't know. I haven't experienced many different signs because I always attract the same ones.
Yeah, I never. I mean, unfortunately, no offense. I just know I'm not good with Virgos. Like,
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all love.
It's
I
probably
mean,
just her
no. I mean, we're like I could be friends with them and stuff
How
like
many
that, but
Virgos have you
relationship
met?
wise,
that you dated.
I know
or,
a
like,
couple.
did the
How many
tangos.
have you dated?
The one,
With.
the one.
So that one just fucked it all up.
But well, I mean, but I was younger. You know, things were a little different. So I
Okay,
mean,
alright.
it's whatever. Like I just learned from that.
It was
But,
like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Wow. We just spread it to everybody.
Thanks for the numbers. Appreciate it.
No, but
Now they gotta scroll back to his Facebook and shit. You better delete all them old pics.
No,
I agree,
they're all
though.
gone. But
He said, did it already?
no, Nick Minaj
Blocked.
did it on him.
block, report, delete. But
Black.
But anyway, I mean, but yeah, back in the I don't want to say back in the day, but there was a time where I like paid a little bit of attention to it. It was like, all right, for fun, let me search the signs and see what's compatible and what's not. You know what I mean? But I didn't really take too much stock into it because I usually tend to kind of just gel with different types of people anyway. So that's
I
just
think
me.
for me, when I first started dating, I probably looked into it because it was like, okay, I know what kind of person I am.
Mm-hmm.
So if I found another Aquarian, it's gonna be easy to find somebody that you're gonna be compatible with. But at this point, it's like it don't even fucking matter.
Right.
I don't even know the last time I actually asked a woman like, what's their sign. I know your birthday, so I know when to buy you shit. But
Good job.
Wow.
that's pretty
Great
much it.
job.
Good job.
Great job.
Sign.
I mean,
like,
not every
I
person.
take the gift.
I'm sorry?
If you know what my sign is.
See,
I'll take
there
the
you
gift.
go. See, this is why Aquarians work so well. We rationalize things a lot.
Like, do I really care if you know it's my birthday, or do I just like really want these boots? I'll take the boobs. I'll remind him about my sign later.
I mean, at least still tell me happy birthday. That's it.
Right.
Don't be like, oh yeah, happy birthday, Virgo.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
I forget birthdays a lot.
Yeah, I have to store them in my phone.
Thank you. Thanks for
unless
Facebook.
I go on Facebook, I'm not going to know when your
Right.
birthday is.
Thank you, Facebook.
Some people don't even have their birthday on Facebook, so I'd be like,
Well,
Mr. Krabs.
SOL, and don't get mad at me because I didn't tell you happy birthday. Oh, fucking
That's when you wait and see if everybody else said it. You be like, all right, they said it.
Right.
You say it now.
Worst comes to worst, happy
You be
belated.
scrolling and be like, oh, it's their birthday.
Yeah.
Every time. Every single time.
Every fucking year. And I'd be like, how many times did I speak to this person? Yeah, I'm not gonna say happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh,
I'm
I
super
definitely
petty.
do that.
They can
I
miss it
remember
differently. Right.
everyone who
Me
told
too.
me happy birthday.
Yeah.
So the
Wow.
same energy is given.
That's a lot. Like,
Nah.
That's just women with birthdays.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Facebook birthday.
Even my
They
old
don't-
John.
It doesn't
he
go
still say
so
happy
far.
birthday. Because if he forget my birthday, I'm gonna be tight. So he knows he has to
Facts.
remember. Okay.
All right, you got it. My
Sure.
bad.
But I agree. As far as dating, I know who they've said I'm compatible with. I'm
Right.
quote compatible with Taurus. Never fucking again. No,
Triggered.
when you're a manipulator yourself, and then you meet another manipulator.
You can't out-scam a scammer.
It's like that Spider-Man meme. It's like the Spider-Man meme.
I'm trying to get in your head. No, I'm trying to get in your head. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's not going to work out.
But that was I won't say it's just Taurus men in general, sorry. But that was like the worst relationship I've had. So it was kind of like,
So it was kind of like him. Worst relationship you had?
and I don't
probably
blame
with that
people
Virgo.
for feeling that way. I mean, when you go through that, you're conditioned to stay away from things that remind you of that person. So, hey, if you being a Taurus makes me not want to date any more Taurus men, fuck it. Because there was another Taurus man that, tried to shoot a shot with me and whoop-de-woo. And that nigga, I got the signs real quick that he had the same
sort of characteristics.
To the left,
nigga.
to the
So I was like,
to the left.
we gotta go. No, I don't care. And then he started dating this girl that I know. This nigga was god fucking awful. I was like, you know what? I dodged a bullet.
Yep.
I tried to warn the girl. She didn't want to listen to me.
No, bitches never want to listen.
They don't.
Let
They
her
don't
tell
until they get their
themselves.
heart broke.
Why
But
do they
doesn't-
do that?
Because they feel like you being a hater. Like,
No, they be feeling like, oh, you being one of those, oh, he tried to talk to me ass bitch. Girl, I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. I'm trying to let you know this nigga's gonna ruin your life.
But now,
Because if I whisper in his ear, he fitting to come over here anyway, sis.
Bitch,
Oh,
I can text that
okay.
nigga right now, like,
Right.
hey, come through. And that
And
nigga gonna come the fuck through.
He would men in black you. Like, never happened. Okay. Relax.
We just be
man.
trying to look out sometimes. They think we trying to, like, take their nigga for real. I don't want that nigga for real. I
Do
don't.
niggas do? I don't think men do that.
do a...
Like warn a fellow man, like yo.
Oh, no,
shorty
we
out
are
the
trash at warning
Yeah.
and...
Some men do that. I've
They do,
experienced
but
that.
they
But they do it
not
out of
enough
spite.
do that.
They do it out of
They
spite.
don't be
They
like,
do it
hey,
out of,
bro,
like,
I don't
love.
think that's for you. They be like, oh, that nigga gonna learn on his own. He'll be
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah, that's accurate, too. It's either that...
He'll be alright every type of situation. It does not matter.
Pretty much.
Say y'all don't.
It's
Say y'all
fucking
don't.
accurate.
I
Say I don't.
certainly
And
did
then
that
when a
the
nigga
other
come
day.
back with the story, be like, I told your ass.
Or you be
Right.
like,
And
I had a
then they be
feeling
sitting there
shorty
like,
was
bro, you ain't
wrong,
tell
man."
me shit.
Well, sometimes you gotta know better to do better, right? So...
I mean, I guess we at least help each other out.
No. Nah.
That's
good.
crazy.
I mean, look, I don't know. It's crazy out here. Just be careful.
I got my own shit to worry
That's
about.
right.
Everybody be safe.
I ain't got time for all that. So is there like a particular sign like you're attracted to, or it don't matter?
I'm gonna say something very inappropriate. You got nothing to sign?
I don't pay attention. Honestly, I really don't.
I will say, that nigga trash. I do like Cancer men.
Yeah.
They're
Talk
cool.
about it. Be honest. Yeah.
They're cool. Don't get me wrong. They have some tendencies, like I have tendencies, but overall they're very cool. They're very nonchalant.
The
but-
cancer that I experienced, he was mad chill. Like, I didn't date him, though. We were just smashing. But he was really nice.
Yeah,
That's
like
nice.
I've learned they be like mad chill and mad nonchalant, but they don't be nonchalant for real. Cause the one I dealt with,
he was
in his fucking feelings,
He was
and I was just
bad.
like, "You supposed to be nonchalant? What the fuck going on? What you got going on this week?" Nah.
Nigga was in his bag. Oh, I'm like, all right.
They probably look like they don't care, but they really care.
That's their thing.
Yeah.
Their niche. Like they try so hard to look like they don't care. I mean, I do the same fucking thing. I don't like people seeing me sweat. Fuck it. You're not gonna know I'm out here feeling some type of way.
Feelings? Fuck you mean feelings?
Fuck them shits.
Yeah, Elsa shit. Ella frozen.
Yeah.
I be
But-
telling my friends, like, when they go through shit with dudes, I be like, bitch, don't let that nigga know you out here crying and boo-hooing about
Oh
him.
boy.
Bitch, you better
yeah,
bu-
no.
You the
you better-
homegirl
you
in
better-
those movies that be trying to tell the homegirl, like, look, don't be out here trying to fucking feel shit. Like, buy some shit and
That's
boss
you
up.
gotta
true,
look
though,
at it.
'cause niggas,
But no,
yeah, niggas
you
be trying to
do-
take
you
advantage
not-
of shit.
you
like
not
that.
supposed to
oh,
show
men are
it,
trash,
though.
of course.
Like, when I was
I
going
agree.
through shit with dudes and I really felt some type of way, I expressed that shit in my room by myself. I cried every
By
goddamn
myself.
night. But once I left my motherfucking house where I was on social media, nigga, I was good. Fuck that. I was
Right.
great. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
hella pictures.
Because we definitely judge the person that's on social media giving their whole
Crying.
fucking
Posting
backstory.
their L's.
Right. Now you
Now
want
they
to.
slowly deleting pictures one by one.
Now you want to write a
Come
novel.
on, sis.
Now you want to write a paper. Like,
Come on, yo.
They be on social media like, I can't believe this happened to me. You did this to me. They be arguing with each other like, you ain't even got to do all that.
Like
Then you
fucking-
get back together.
Like fucking
And
Hurt
they
Bae.
give
Yeah,
like
then
Hurt
you get
Bae.
back together.
Word.
Like Hurt Bae.
Oh God. Oh
That
God.
edges made me sad. But
I mean, yeah, that was a bad situation.
Everything about that.
Fun was
It was
Yeah.
cringy. It was cringy.
Yeah.
everything.
Don't date niggas who beard don't connect.
And like, yo, it's crazy how like they did
Don't
the
date niggas
hurt,
in
nah,
your house.
son, they did the hurt base shit and then they did a follow up and he still didn't care. Like,
But no, when he got up and he was like,
I'm not doing this no more.
talk about keep the same energy.
I was just like, why the fuck did she come back? I thought you had a whole new nigga and you were happy.
Why did he
what the
come
fuck Are
back?
we here for?
He was not here for the follow
Word,
up.
we did not need the remix to Ignition on this one.
We
Word.
did it.
We did.
Yo, where were y'all that day when that happened?
Son, I was.
Fucking kid.
I
I attracted
was-
a lot of Libras. A
Libras?
lot of Libras.
Hmm.
And Sagittarius. One sign that I like, I don't have a sign that I like. I usually base it on like how good the sex was. But I don't know about the
Fair.
sex part.
Yeah, I think that's me too.
Yeah.
I
I like a
don't
lot
wanna
of
admit
Sagittarius.
it.
Not to have, yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. So with that information, is that what you look out for in moving forward?
Mm,
Like, how important are signs when it comes to dating?
not important at all. It's for me, but it's not
I
important
feel
at
like
all.
it's kind of.
But it,
when it
but
comes
you
to
know, I'll pay
sex.
attention to it. But it's not like the first thing I'll go to.
The signs play a role, but it's not the whole picture. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Like,
because
I don't overanalyze. I know some people who sit down and really be like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
we'll
see
never
a lot
date
of that
him
on
'cause
social
this,
media.
this,
pull
and
out the
that.
star chart.
Yeah.
All
First
right.
Because I be on social media and I be slandering Cancer men and Gemini men, but you know I might date one of them niggas again.
Right? It might work out this time around.
For real.
Roll the dice.
Like, fuck it.
Russian roulette.
Feel
The
like
only
risky.
thing I stick to my guns by is short men. I'll stick to my guns on that.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're tall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
at least
I get
be
it.
my height.
I
Yeah,
don't
look
respect
at
short men either.
I don't
they
like
just,
short men
they
either
be
'cause
doing
I'm
the-
short.
They just
They
do
do
the
too
most.
much.
They do the most.
They
off
do
the
too
rip.
much. They do.
Always in the gym.
It don't even be about them
They
being
must be
short.
taller
It be
than them.
about the fact that they do too fucking much.
Right, because they're compensating for the lack of height.
She
Somebody-
said her
You
muscles
blame
are
me?
taller than them.
Don't do that. That's not nice. I can't relate, but that's not nice.
Ooh, you be like, yo, your arms mad swole and they head disappearing. but
No,
they
they
like,
do that shit like, oh yeah, I went to the gym today and you know you know my arms look good. And you
you
just
like,
like,
my chest look good. Like, what size are you? A 36B? Like, I don't care.
I'm not
Which
short
gym you went
niggas
to?
yet.
bro, you wear a
Fisher
30-30 in
That's rude.
You're like a 28 for real, but you get a 30.
Why are you
And
being
he
rude?
cuffing at the bottom.
Oh. The following statements are just. Yo.
Go shop in the kids section. Go. I need
Why
you to
y'all?
go.
Y'all
Clutch
mad
his
rude.
pearls.
It's accurate.
Or the
Every
one,
time I've ever seen a short nigga, they energy be way off.
Like,
Cause
or
I'm
the short
actually-
niggas that got a big ass fucking car. Why?
right, struggling
It's-
to
Wait,
get
remember
out.
that
They're
video?
compensated.
with
You
him?
gotta get a step off, a stool to get up in that bitch.
Listen, 'cause I already have problems. I know you got problems. I know you do.
I be trying to get in my truck and I be trying to haul myself up in there. I don't even want to know what it's like for you. I
Shout outs to
don't.
all the short men who are just
No,
trying
it's
to
not.
survive.
No, we're not gonna shout him out.
Just-
No.
they're just
One
trying
of
to
them
survive,
popped in my
son.
head.
Nah,
I mean, I'm not one. I'm just saying for all the short men who are listening to
Nah.
this podcast.
I've always disrespected
If Tori
short
was
niggas.
here, she would
Oh.
say, "Don't sleep on the short man."
Why?
or don't sleep with them.
I guess they got good dick. I wouldn't know. I wasn't trying to find out.
Isn't she tall?
She's short as fuck too, so it works for her.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about shortcomings.
But I'm done.
Oh, well.
Gosh. Look at annoying.
Oh, record scratch.
Oh boy. Anyway.
A sign I won't date against a Scorpio. I had a bad. My ex is a Scorpio. I
Oh,
don't know about
Scorpios
one.
are
So you're not dating Drake?
horrible.
Yeah.
Drake is a fuckboy. He's a
Drake
nice
is
fuckboy.
manipulative.
Hell yeah.
Drake purposely will
Y'all
deal
know him
with you,
personally? Like,
and then make it his business to put you in the song to
Nah,
fucking
there's a
embarrass
lot
you.
of information out there.
He'll
about
be like,
Drake.
I knew a girl that went to Rome, and then all she did was take pictures and show everybody she was in Rome. Nigga, mind
Right.
your business.
Right.
no, he'd definitely be mad detailed.
Yeah.
He's
What?
like a text. He's a text. I was
It was May 18th, 2016.
Yeah.
Like,
And
Because
I
they
was
find
like, yo, he's
Shorty
a real
the,
fuckboy.
right the day after on
Word.
social media.
Like, why do you have to, like, the whole thing with Malaysia and him retiring her jersey? She's like, nigga, I wasn't ready to stop stripping. The fuck?
No, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
tried to.
too late.
Yeah, for like, what was that? Houston Appreciation Week?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
he
All
tried to
right.
retire her jersey.
He was trying.
Yeah.
He was trying to be
Her
a
and,
nice guy and do her a favor.
What's that? Miracle Watts.
Okay, but he
Yeah.
did Miracle though, right? I remember that.
I don't know.
Wasn't it? And then it was the other one too.
Drake
Did he
get
really
around.
date?
I think he got a baby there.
Lyra.
What? Oh,
Like it's
I'm not gonna
chubby
repeat
but
that. I'm not gonna repeat
Let's
that.
leave that there.
That's okay. I won't repeat it. Y'all don't gotta
Cause
hear
I've
that
been
twice.
sitting there like all of these women no longer want to be with you and they hate you. Your dick gotta be trash.
It's chubby and short.
Next topic, please.
Well,
All right, Steven's gonna give up. I won't. That's cool.
I mean, I just think he's kind of weird on the low.
He is weird.
Yeah.
I will
He's
say.
Like,
weird.
look at
On a
all his
very
tattoos.
serious
Like,
note.
all his
Yeah,
tattoos is
don't
weird.
match.
Again,
It's like-
Then that's the thing. I think Drake has that whole Steve Urkel, Arkell syndrome, where it's like
Drake is like one of those niggas.
he was
He
a nerd,
used to
but
be
then he
very
was
lame
cool.
and very corny, and then
Yeah.
he got cute,
right.
and then but he's still in the inside. He's still very lame. Like Drake is fine to me until he opens his mouth, and then I'm just like, oh, it's Drake.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that.
is-
but he's definitely a
Accurate.
nice fuckboy. I would say that.
I feel like he treats you right, but I mean,
Yeah,
when
but
it's
he's
all
just
said
not-
and done,
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's done with you, he done
Then
with
you a
you.
lyric.
Then you're track 9.
Jay-
And you ain't getting no writing credit.
He's like the male version of it, like a Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that is.
I never
Just
listened
thought
to
about
Taylor
that. Taylor
Swift.
Swift talked about all her exes in her songs.
Def,
Makes sense.
Well, you're never getting back together is my shit though.
Yeah,
of course.
never ever
There's
ever.
always one banger.
Get back together.
There's always one banger.
Sing that shit all the time.
So are there like specific stereotypes that are just out there and whether they really, really apply or if it's like fake? Like for Scorpios, they always say Scorpios are freaks.
They not.
Well, that
They're
is that.
there.
Well,
My ex was
Freak or a Scorpio?
both. Both.
Okay.
Was he a freak or just a freak?
No, like nigga, I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait,
What?
is this?
You
I don't know
no,
what
you
this is.
do me dudes and you be
You
like,
like,
and
I'm
they'll tell you about some shit.
I
Like,
be
let me
oh,
tell you something. The
what?
shit that dudes suggest that you should do in the bedroom, you be like, who does that?
Like, what porn were you fucking watching?
And then when women
All of
suggest
them?
shit, they be like sitting there like, why are you into that? Nigga, why are you into that?
right? And it be the most extreme shit. Like, my nigga, no, never. I'm not doing it. Sorry.
They weird.
but
Yeah.
they start from the top and then they work their way down.
No, they really
It's
start.
not-
They start from the
Like, let's
top
fucking-
of the building.
Yeah.
Let's hang off a cliff. I'm gonna do
Right.
do you doggy style.
That's normal.
They're like, you
shit.
been with a nigga for 2 months, you be like, yeah, let's have a threesome. Excuse me?
Why? Not yet.
We ain't been in this that long.
Simmer down.
Well,
Simmer down, sis.
Mm.
Maybe on anniversary.
But when people like say like Geminis are like two-faced and all that, all of them are not like that.
Nah, they're not.
Geminis ain't even that bad though. I don't
Sydney
know
is a
where the
Gemini.
slander started.
Sydney is
She's
wonderful.
very sweet. Yeah.
Antoine is
Sydney.
wonderful.
oh yeah.
But then you have those like Kanye and Trump.
All right. Oh, let's not take
Trump
that left
reminds me
turn.
of Chucky, of a Chucky doll.
Yeah.
His hair and everything is dyed red and boom,
Word.
grown up Chucky.
Old and raisiny.
Yeah, orange.
Mm.
He has a
Well,
weird hand. All right, we're gonna talk.
yeah, we got on something.
What? Why are you looking at his hand?
No, like his tan. His tan
It's
is
tan.
weird.
not
Oh.
His tan, yeah. He's a little off. Who else is a Gemini?
I don't know.
Not sure. I know
think
who
Kendrick
Virgos
Lamar.
are.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you-
celebrities.
But which sign has really trash sex? Like, we was talking about this at work.
Ooh.
Like, what sign have you experienced? It was just like, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Because again, I don't care about
Virgo.
zodiacs.
Right. I've
But
had
you-
I've
but
had
you would
trash
know
sex,
who
but I was
she
not
is
like,
and
oh,
remember
these
Okay, so
fucking.
what was her birthday?
Right.
Y'all know
like, my nigga-
birthdays.
What?
So-
Yeah, what was her birthday?
She's not in this phone.
Sometimes you don't even know, like, like if it's an overnight, if it's a
No,
one night
that's you.
smash.
That's you, Vix.
No, I'm not saying just me, but I'm saying if it's a person, is a
You trying to clean it
overnight
up?
smash.
He's trying to throw him
To
under
the
the
shuffle.
bus.
You know what I'm saying?
Shuck
Like
your
you're
job,
not
that
caring
shit.
about their birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be trash, but you're not caring about their birthday.
It's
It's not
looking
like
real funny in the light
this shit
right
was
now.
trash.
Oh my God.
Okay,
trying to
first of all, it is
shuck
very
your
dim in
job
here.
like a motherfucker.
I'm not
right now.
driving
Let it
anything.
go. Just let it go.
The point is
Cut tape.
that you're not always gonna know their birthday,
Stretch.
so you won't know their sign.
I mean, I don't smash people without actually having some kind of repertoire with them. So I don't know. I don't have one night stands and shit like that. So it's never a reason for me not to know their birthday or who they are. Like, I have first and last names with everybody in my phone.
Facts.
I have to.
Not everybody, but the ones I've slept with, yeah.
And you know their birthdays.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
I buy them gifts.
Generous. All right, that's
Mhm.
dope.
Mine was a Gemini. It was just awkward.
It was
Man.
awkward.
Yeah, like,
Why was it
Why
awkward?
Geminis are not freaks.
why is
They're
it
not.
happening?
They're
How
very
was it?
like,
It was just like uncomfortable.
yeah.
Did he not know what he was doing,
He
or
did.
it was just it wasn't like a natural thing? Because sex has to be very natural.
It
I
does.
think a lot of people do not get that.
no.
They just go
Yeah.
straight to like the
It just
positions.
don't. It don't be there.
It's like
it
I
don't be
don't
nothing
know.
leading up to it. They just hop right into
it
it.
was,
And
it
you're
was
like,
just an epic fail. It was like,
Was there a lack of emotional connection?
for me, like, this is awkward. Like, I don't know why you're doing this. Like, wait, huh?
You know that doesn't go there, right?
Like,
You gotta say that shit.
that's weird because the Gemini I was
Retreat.
with, that was probably like the most passionate I've had thus far since
It
the
was-
Taurus. The Taurus was great. I mean,
No, it was
Shout out to him.
must be the
Never.
manipulation.
No, it was really awkward. Like, I can't even explain it. It was just like, I don't.
Cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just want this
That's
to be
always
open.
bad though.
Like, I
And
just
that,
want
not
it to
even
be
just them being a sign, just in general having sex with
Right.
somebody. That's just.
open. That
To,
you just
to
not
the point where
attracted
you like you don't even want to be friends with them. It's
It's
just
like maybe we
Yeah, I
shouldn't
don't
talk
think
about this anymore. We shouldn't talk. Period.
Yeah.
to. And once I'm not feeling nothing, I become pillow petunia. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. And it's
Alright.
happened before. Like, I'll be with a guy and the mood will be right, and then we'll start. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing nothing.
Oh my god, I'm so
shut
easily
down?
turned
I
off.
shut down. I don't care.
I'm
you
so
can talk
easily
shit about me
turned
all you
off.
want. I'm not.
I'm so
I'm not
easily
putting
turned
any
off.
Power
energy
down.
into this.
Power off.
I'm not putting no energy.
Hold the
into
power
it.
button for 5 seconds. I'm done.
Hard reset.
Hold on. Pussy off.
Alexa.
Alexa, can you turn my pussy off? Cause
Alexa, stop the waterfalls.
Okay, waterfall, stop. That's crazy.
Would you like for me to call an Uber?
No, call his Uber.
Son,
Yeah.
can you imagine?
And that's what I meant. Shit.
it'd be that bad sometimes. But I don't feel bad. I be like, I'm not doing nothing. And
Okay,
I want you to
so-
feel like my sex is trash, so you never call me again, because I'm not
So
putting
wait,
no
you
effort into
specifically say you're not doing anything, or you just
No,
not
I
doing
just-
anything?
I just
okay.
stopped.
You take a knee?
this. I just stopped. Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
No.
I'm just asking.
Do that. No.
If you-
Okay, so this
you
is
just-
random.
What?
All right. So which sign, if y'all remember, because y'all two act like y'all don't.
Definitely they don't know
Oh,
shit.
boy.
Which sign would
I
you
really
consider,
don't.
from your dating experience, would you consider like a fuck boy or a fuck girl?
I think I have fucked up.
I gotta do research on that shit. I can't. That's too much.
You knew what you was hitting for when you came here.
Just say Virgo. You know you want to.
No,
Shit.
no, that's I would just consider
Oddly
them fuck
enough,
girls or
the
shit.
worst relationship I ever had was a fellow Aquarian.
Wow.
Damn.
It'd be your own people. It'd be
Yeah.
your own sign.
Yeah.
That's why
But
I
I think
mine.
she more so. It wasn't even her sign. I think she had daddy issues that she just never had.
Damn,
That's
it
a
was
whole
the daddy
different
issues?
sign.
Yep.
That's a different sign.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no stars could solve that. That's therapy.
Me, the worst relationship I ever had was a man.
hmm
You talking about worst relationship or just like fuck
The
people
fuck-
on some?
Fuck
Y'all
boy,
just be
fuck
on some
Fuck
shit.
person, Sagittarius. He was a nice fuck boy. I still love him to this day. Not love like
Oh,
I
I know
love
who
you.
that is.
Yeah, but
Mm.
But he was nice, so stop.
I ain't say nothing. Not this
You know,
time.
I don't like people like you, because even if you do know, you're not supposed to say that.
It was a reflex.
Yeah.
You know how I feel. You can pull up if you want to.
See, that energy is
I don't know who they're talking about. So, shrug.
I'm just
That's
saying.
their issue. Like,
He was causing me stress because she was stressed.
Yeah.
See? See?
I don't know me. I don't know.
Like,
Like,
I don't know.
Nah, it's everybody's problem now.
not mine. Keep that energy that way. Like,
Ah.
I don't know what they're talking about.
I think mine was the Taurus. Like, that was just...
I've been hearing a lot of things about Taurus men. Like, what?
What month is Taurus?
Don't get me wrong.
The summer?
May.
They're
Like the
great
summer.
lovers, and they're very... Girl, they manipulative. I don't know what was
Okay.
real. What was
You don't know what
fucking
else to
fake. I don't know what was real.
That's how I felt about the Scorpio.
I don't
They
even think that nigga
manipulative.
loved me for real. I think, like, I remember,
Is
like,
this a
one...
game?
No, that nigga was
Jigsaw.
weird. Like, I remember, it was my birthday, and he emailed me, like, a letter that he had wrote for me, and just telling me about all the shit that he did within our relationship, and it was basically, he said our relationship was just a fucking social experiment for him.
What?
Wow.
Basically saying, like, he purposely manipulated me and took me down to my lowest level just to see if he could, and going on about all this fucked up shit he did. Like, he would tell me he would be out, but he would really be home, like, eating popcorn, watching me call his phone and text him and ignoring
You
it.
sure he wasn't a Scorpio?
No, he was a Taurus. He
Did
was
you-
just weird
crazy.
as
So you
fuck.
dated
That
the
sounds like a
devil?
Netflix special. That sounds like real serial killer
And
shit.
he was really, like,
TV One movies.
girl, and that's not even,
On a
like,
Sunday night.
that's not even, like, the most wild shit he ever did. Like, it was just, like, I don't know what was real with
But
us.
why?
I don't know. That was my biggest thing. I'm like, you didn't even have to do all that.
Fam, just like leave. Like, why the energy? Like, men are trash. All right, moving on.
Accurate. So
sorry.
do we believe in Mercury's
No,
retrograde?
no. Can we not even talk about that shit? I'm tired of
You
it.
mad?
You triggered?
They talk about that shit so much on Twitter. It's like, bruh, shut the fuck up.
Is your Mercury in retrograde?
All the goddamn time. Fuck.
That's why you mad.
My Mercury's in retrograde.
My
like
life's
3
in
times a
retrograde.
week.
Fuck off.
Because the shit popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, yo, what
just-
the fuck are
It
y'all
just
talking
sounds like
about?
a convenient excuse.
It was funny at first. You'd be like, oh, all my niggas not acting right. Mercury's in retrograde. But now it's like, y'all really blaming this shit on everything.
Oh,
Hold on.
I still don't even know what the fuck that means.
I don't either.
Honestly.
Yeah, I really don't know what
We
it
got
means
our
either.
Googles for a reason.
Wait, I was gonna Google it.
Something about the planet, it's offline, or
Yeah,
something
a lot
about the
of
energies
shit.
and
all
its
the
effects,
moons,
something.
Earth is already a bitch. Let
But no, I
alone
mean, a
other
lot of
shit.
people do believe in those things. They do believe in that, the certain planets. Like, recently, I was kind of getting into it and looking it up. There was, 9 planets in retrograde, and, some things fuck with communications, and it fucks with, your way of, accessing information, and yeah, shit is crazy. I mean, I don't think there's, a huge, scientific validity to it, but, I mean, when some shit be off, sometimes you just got no one else to blame but
Retrograde.
In
like a
retrograde.
fucking retrograde, like a planet or some shit. Like, I don't know. It's better than saying everybody else around me's fucking up. Like,
It's better than saying I did the shit.
accountability. Boom. There you go. It wasn't me. It was Mars. That sounds better. That sounds better.
But
Just saying.
You catch him looking up at the sky like, fuck you.
Fuck you, nigga. Like, it's like
now
yo,
you're just crazy.
it's like Jupiter. Like, relax. Like, relax. Jupiter ain't do shit to you. Like, you gotta chill.
So how do we feel about psychic readings, palm readings, tarot
Bullshit.
cards, all
I
bullshit?
don't think so. I recently got a reading from a person that was pretty accurate.
Yeah, were you
You in the
afraid?
California psychic reading?
No, that ass. No, I mean it was a friend of a
I was
friend.
just about to say that.
It was a friend of a friend, but I mean
Look at that.
the information, and I didn't really know them like that, so the information that they did give me was pretty accurate considering what was going on. So I mean, I don't do it all the time, you know what I'm saying, but I think there's some validity to it, and I'm only speaking from experience. So
I've never tried it.
I want to try it, but I'm afraid
afraid of what? The
of
truth.
those energies. No, not the truth. Those energies. Like I never know if someone's being authentic if they trying to put a fucking spell or some shit on me. Like,
That's
I don't
really
know.
my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I do believe some people be into some real dark
Yeah.
shit.
Like,
so
my
I don't
family
be
come-
trying to dive too deep into
Yeah.
it.
My family's from the South.
Do
And
you-
then
do
my
you know
dad's
people that do
family is like Native American.
What, like
shit,
voodoo
maybe.
and all that?
No, I'm
I
talking
don't
about
even know.
Oh, tarot cards.
voodoo. Whoa.
But when I say dark shit, like
We're just
damn near,
talking
like-
reading your cards.
But a lot of
Nobody's
people that
gotta
do
die.
voodoo do tarot
Right.
card
They
readings
do.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
They
This
do
is
that.
true.
That's why I be like, I don't know if I want you to read. So let me read your palm. Don't touch my hand, ma'am.
Don't touch me.
They might be
Touch my
putting that
hand.
shit on you.
Yeah.
Well, nobody. I mean, I don't get nobody touching my palm, but it's like they just have the tarot cards.
I don't fuck with them.
I don't know. I feel like they be pulling that shit out their ass sometimes.
I threw my whole Ouija board out. So I got scared.
That's the dark
I
magic.
don't fuck with that shit.
That's
No.
the dark magic we're talking about. No one's talking about Ouija boards. You trying to contact a ghost?
Nah, I just went-
Boom,
I never
motherfucker.
understood why people fuck with Ouija boards. I'm like,
And
you
my
don't know
shit
who
used
the
to-
fuck
and
you're
my shit
talking
used to glow
to.
in the dark too. So I was
Oh,
like,
you-
I
Oh,
think I'm
that's
gonna
cute.
Yeah, you
I was like, I think I'm gonna throw this one out.
Thinking you talking to your grandma.
Did it
It's
pop-
just
did
Did
some
it pop
person
back,
that died
pop
in your
back
house
up on,
4
Right.
years
the,
ago.
on the premises?
I don't even know,
You're
bro.
gonna contact
That
person
shit is
style.
probably in your crib and you don't even
And I
know
don't even
it.
know it.
Burn that shit. Burn
Facts.
It ain't gonna burn.
Every movie with a Ouija board ends horribly.
it. It never ends well. Ever.
I hope I threw it. I feel like I did.
You probably did
Yeah,
it.
okay.
That's just under your bed. Good luck.
No, I have like a closet full of like old board games.
Yep, it's there.
Yep, it's there.
Nah,
Right under Monopoly.
I have 2 Monopolies.
Exactly.
Alright, now I gotta check.
Now the Monopoly man is fucking cursed. That nigga's stressed in the closet.
Now you're going to jail.
No, you know what game I wanted to have for real? I know this is off topic, but after I saw Jumanji, the original one, not that.
Nothing
Oh, I
Not that
refuse to
bullshit.
watch the second one.
It was
I
bullshit.
refuse to watch any remake that they do of any Robin Williams film.
Fair.
Because they're all trash.
That too.
But I really wanted to have that Jumanji board game.
I was
Like,
scared.
I wanted that shit. I wanted
I
it.
was scared.
You would be the one to believe in that shit.
Like, nah, man, I don't want that
You
one.
believe in all the
Word.
Disney shit.
I do. I love this.
I don't
I'm
fuck
like,
with
nah,
the
man, I don't want
lions.
that one.
She'll be out here trying to make flubber.
I tried it though.
Flubber was my nigga.
Flubber was fucking lit.
I tried it though. They used to have the flubber you could buy in the store.
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah.
It was just slime. Y'all got robbed.
Then I tried to make it. I tried to make
Don't you
it.
take my childhood away from me.
God,
It was
I tried
slime
it.
season.
The gag is-
That's because he's a Sag. See? Proving my point.
The gag is.
Mm.
Oh well.
So I guess before we wrap things up, the last talking point here is how men and women look at the zodiac differently. Which I guess we kind of elaborated.
I mean, we
throughout
literally
this
just
time.
showed it just now.
Yeah.
This
Us
whole
as men.
episode showed
Yeah.
Us
it.
as
Like,
men,
men
we're not
don't-
that invested, but
Yeah, men-
women are. And-
Although the men that I feel like the men that's really, really into it, some of them,
which
I
is
feel like them niggas you don't trust. Because
Why?
they'll start to use those zodiacs like, oh, you a Libra, so Shorty does X, Y,
to
and Z.
manipulate
my
you
boy
like
Shorty
the
was a Libra. That
Taurus.
bitch was a-
Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
niggas.
No, I'm supporting your point. Like
Oh.
they, pop,
Yeah,
like
I
that
feel
guy
like
was.
niggas that's really into that zodiac shit.
I
They
would
use,
honestly.
I feel like they use that shit
honestly,
to mask.
Manipulate.
I
to
would
mask
not
all the
trust no
bullshit.
nigga that's too far into zodiacs. Because I'd be like, why do you care?
Sis.
Yeah.
He's a sir ma'am. He's a
But,
sir
I mean,
He's a holiday heart.
But
There you
does it
go.
have to be that bad though? Like if I mean, okay, there's
Because
levels.
Joe Budden,
There's
It-
levels
I
to the
watch the
shit.
Joe Budden podcast, and he talks about that shit a lot when he talks about women.
What the signs?
And we know how Joe Budden used to move around here.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's okay to have an interest to it, but there's levels to the shit. Like if you're on some, let me conjure.
Wait, he's very into zodiacs and stuff?
Let me,
Like,
Well, I mean, he's a man whore, so.
He would have to know so he can manipulate the situation.
Yeah.
And
Use it as-
Wait, what sign is
Interest.
Joe Budden?
maybe a Virgo, I think, Libra. I don't
Oh,
know.
he is a Virgo. He is a
Yeah.
Virgo. He's
Oh, you
a
remember?
Virgo.
All right,
Yeah.
well,
Right.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Interesting.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
That's it.
I mean, but as I said, like, I mean, obviously, I guess if men use that to their advantage to manipulate the situation and conjure magic, who knows, whatever. I mean, you know,
Speaking
that's
of
their
Hocus
business.
magic, I
pocus.
learned a new spell.
Ooh, which one?
Does it involve money?
Money and men. So I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna get back to y'all.
Wait,
I just
wait,
need the
money
money
and
portion.
men?
Huh?
I just need the money portion.
Who are you?
Did you get this from like a spell book? Like,
No, my friend. She's Cuban.
Ah, yes. She's a bruja, right? Is that
She told me,
what
yeah.
it's
Blue ha. Yeah.
called? Did I? Okay.
It's a L?
Blue ha.
Oh.
You don't have a tongue ring, so everything sounds weird. But yeah, she taught me a spell. How to get, if y'all ladies want to try it, try it. I want somebody to do it first before I
Ooh,
do
this
it.
is a
Okay? So-
nominee.
So this is how you could get a man to be sweet to you. Not necessarily fall in love. They said that might be a little scary because you don't know how he would
How
act.
deeply.
Yeah,
Obsessed.
yeah.
Right.
So to get him to be sweet to you, like call you, send you gifts, and be nice to you, do whatever you want. You'll get you do a honey jar, but
course.
take an apple, a green apple, they said, core it like you would do a pumpkin. Take his name, write his name down 7 times on a piece of paper, and then first and last name, and then write your name directly.
I was gonna say, can you clarify
on-
that part?
And then directly write your first and last name on top of his name. Okay? And then put it in the apple. Pour the honey in there. Because the honey's supposed to make it sweet.
Then you put it in the oven for
And
350.
and then you take cinnamon and you sprinkle some cinnamon on it because the cinnamon represents money. Because when he's sweet to you, you want him to spend money on you. So you want him to have money so you guys could do nice things.
Okay.
And you'll take the apple, whatever, and you'll put it somewhere. Just sit it somewhere where no one can touch it in the dark. Or you could do it with a honey jar, which is probably easier. You put the honey in a jar the same exact way and you put it like in a dark space. And then in 3 days you should see change. And I've known Latino women who've done it and they said it worked. Because I randomly was like, well, how do you get a guy to be nice to you? She was like, I got it. I was like,
Oh, I
crazy.
used to think they just had good pussy, but obviously they're just using spells and
It's
shit.
literally magic. It's literally
She might
magic.
put the shit on her pussy.
And then she was like,
Well,
oh,
there
she
you
was
go.
like, she was like, if you want to turn his world upside down and like make
You
him
turned the honey
miserable,
pot upside down.
no, dummy. You get a water bottle. You write his name on a piece of paper, first and last name. Put it in the water bottle and freeze it. And then pretty much just trap him where he is and just make everything fucked up.
You niggas better not fuck with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, these are
That's a
like
wrap.
DIY spells. You could do this shit right now. You could do this shit right at home.
No, all my niggas acting right. They're all good in my book.
It was another one she said for a woman, like if a woman is fucking with you or messing with your man.
I need to know that one.
I'm
On real.
She
I'm
get the
gonna
notes out.
again.
Bitches always trying to.
I'm gonna text her now. That way before
All you
you
see is
leave, I can
Daisha
give
just
it to
walking
you.
around the block with a fucking jar just
Nah.
shaking it. I wish one of y'all.
She about to
Text
start.
my nigga phone again. It's like the 2018 getting in the way, Jill Scott.
You about to stock up on the
man.
Poland Springs.
Girl.
Get a fucking 24-pack. Put that whole shit in the fridge.
Bitch, once I put this shit in the freezer, it's over with for you.
Word. Good job.
I put it in the fridge. It's over. This fucking Elsa in this bitch, nigga.
Oh,
Play with me,
Let it go.
nigga.
no, let him go.
Ouch. That's a t-shirt.
Fucking literally icing you, nigga. I'm icing you out, nigga.
Oh,
All right. Well, Hocus
Ice me
Pocus.
out.
Good luck with that.
Ice me out. Nigga, ice me out.
As I said,
Ice
Hocus,
me the fuck out.
Hocus Pocus. Good luck with that. Let me know how that goes.
No, I'm gonna try this
Okay,
shit before the new year's over. That way I can be like, I left all that bullshit in
Oh, that's
2018.
nice. That works. Yep.
Bitch, I'm
Yep.
doing that shit this week.
Yep.
What are you talking about? You about to leave this session and go
Right.
straight to the bathroom. Be like, yo, I gotta make a stop real quick. Go
Word.
straight to Dwayne Reed.
Oh man.
Just in time for Christmas.
Oh, you made it!
Oh
Look
my
who's
God.
finally fucking here.
Hello.
Look at her.
Last couple
Yeah,
minutes.
Text y'all.
What's
I didn't
going
know where
on?
y'all was.
Oh no, we were in the
Oh.
middle of it.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Y'all
God.
continue.
But
I'm about to wrap up.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's everything. You want to
Cool.
thank Daisha for joining us.
And Tori.
Hey,
That's
late.
the last one.
Who's that?
Oh, it's like
Oh.
that.
Don't do that because we
dang.
Don't
don't put
worry.
your name in the freezer.
Dang.
The spice is gonna continue after.
We, he acted like we ain't recorded something else after this. So go ahead.
Yeah,
That's fine.
get
Yeah,
spicy now.
Right.
Yeah, tell the people when y'all drop your episodes, where they check it out, where to follow both
Oh,
of y'all.
definitely. We are on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. I mean, wherever you listen to podcasts at, you
Most
can
of
find
them.
us.
Most of them. Mm-hmm.
We on all that shit.
Every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday. Please tune in for our December specials. They are going to be great. And we're going to have you guys on there.
We trying. We trying
And
to be
follow
positive.
us. Will they be? Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Wind Down Pod. Email us. It's thewindownpod@gmail.com. And follow us individually. Girl from Atlanta.
London Affair.
You're... That's all I had.
Well, Steven, don't end up in a Dasani bottle. So.
Oh, you
We'll
must be
see
good.
what
Like what?
Let's see what happens in 2019.
Oh, they're for you and Tori.
I got
my
a counter
goodness.
spell.
Counter
So
spell?
somebody
Was
just
it fucking
spell
Yu-Gi-Oh?
it. I got a counter.
You need to
spell
ask
you,
her for a
bitch.
spell to make sure Tori ass is on time. That's what you
No.
need to ask her
What is this
for.
fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? What are you talking about counter spell?
Like a fucking Pokemon ball, nigga. I got you.
The fuck?
I'm
On that note,
Again, we want to thank Bianca for sketching out the
Yes,
episode.
thank you,
Shout out
baby.
Thank everybody for tuning in on YouTube, on all the streaming platforms that we're on. Is there anything else you got to tell the people?
I mean, I don't know.
Follow us on Instagram,
Follow
on
us
all
on
our
all the
social
things.
handles, the emails on everything is up.
Just follow us, talk to us.
Hit my DM and take me out for tacos. And
Yay.
tequila. That's
Word
a
and Cash Apper because I want 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
just
I
cash
give
at
up
me
my
just
damn
because.
coins.
But yeah, you won't
That'd be
win
nice.
from me. See the shit we
Don't say that on the mic. Just private stuff.
It's too late.
Now I gotta edit this shit.
He looked at me.
Now I gotta edit this shit. Yo, we out.
Later, y'all.
Nigga be doing work.
We are out here. Fuck y'all talking about. Sophisticated ignorance. Are y'all fucking crazy?
That's a fact. Talk
Are
that
y'all
shit.
crazy? Yo, y'all getting me tight. Like, I be out here trying to be humble. Let's not get fucking crazy. Sophisticated ignorance. Alright?